Spooky mansion. Spooky mansion.
Spooky man.
Chateau de Amlach,
Chateau de Noir.
better known as the Mothers of Darkness Castle.
Be our guest.
Be
To die.
our Yes, we are witches. We're going to eat you and your family. That's how the song goes,
Yeah,
right?
that's
Yeah.
perfect.
So yeah, it's this castle in Belgium, like deep in the forest in Belgium, and it borders France. But there's barely any photos of this castle, and there's a lot of just rumors and weird stuff that have always surrounded this castle. And a lot of like History Channel and stuff, they've tried to go film it, and they've been denied, and some have actually been arrested.
Well,
Okay. So who's it owned by? Did you say that already?
I'm getting there.
Sorry. Okay. Go ahead.
chill out.
But yeah, so this castle has these giant electric fences all around it, very high-tech security cameras everywhere. This castle was built in 1849 and was eventually sold to Prince Philip, who shares the same bloodline as the current British royal family. And they can actually trace their lineage back to Vlad the Impaler. I don't know if you've ever heard of him. He's like basically what sparked the story of Dracula.
Sounds like a good guy.
I didn't know they were Romanian
Yep.
in heritage.
Yeah, I don't know. But it was eventually sold, or it's now owned by a elite Belgium family called the Solveys, and they're one of the wealthiest families in Belgium because they own pharmaceutical and chemical companies. But the rumors around this castle are that it is one of the meeting places for the Illuminati. And that like elite people, like people in government, royal families,
Me.
they all go to this castle like once a year or something. But they call it the Mothers of Darkness Castle because some people did like heavy research into it. And it's believed that there is a sect of witches who refer to themselves as the Mothers of Darkness, who live on the castle premise, and they perform the rituals. And it's believed that these witches come from a very old satanic families.
Oh my gosh.
And really weird stuff. And I don't want to get into the rituals that are performed there because they're
horrible.
Terrible.
Probably boring. We don't want to bore you guys.
But what's crazy is that this couple, this happened, I think, like 10 or so years ago. This couple went to go look at the castle, and there's this gate that was open, and they both went in, and there was a door that was open within the castle.
No.
The girl walked in, the door shut, and then he went up and was hitting the door and stuff, and like, hey, let her out and stuff. And basically they called the cops on him. He got arrested, and he's like, my girlfriend is in there.
Yeah.
Never seen her since.
Oh, jeez.
Just gone?
Gone. And they can't do anything about it.
Because she trespassed and they just know too many people?
They trespassed.
Or because they didn't listen to him, and then 3 days later when a missing persons report gets filed, they're not going to make themselves liable.
Yeah.
Interesting.
There's a
That
lot
is so
more to
scary.
the story that I didn't write all the notes down, but it's connection to certain political figures within Belgium and within different parts of Europe that have been sent to prison for doing things to people that is not good.
Yeah.
That are directly connected to this place.
Mm.
And so, but the whole thing of like the witches that live in this castle, and supposedly these witches, they get, I don't know, I'm trying to think of, they basically take girls and they brainwash them and make them become witches.
Jeez, dude.
And it's just this whole really dark stuff, but you
It's
can't,
very dark.
You can't go there.
Yeah. Can we ask?
We can ask.
Yeah, ask.
Mr. Belgium, can we go see your castle?
Please. Can I have a waffle too?
That is spooky.
That stuff like that's existed through history too. Like I heard it was a pastor or professor, I can't remember, but he was talking about a lot of like the Old Testament stuff where they were talking about like don't intermarry or don't have relations with people from these places. It's because a lot of those things were like occult practices that were like happening in temples. It wasn't just like it wasn't racism. It was like the things that they're doing are dark, twisted, and perverted.
Yeah.
So
there's a lot of weird stuff happening